Hello, welcome again, City Heroes Video Tours. For this, we're going to be doing another version of the Warburg Rocket farming. The last one I did, while very informative, I had to use chat balloons for it because my microphone was down and thus my commentary wasn't really inputted into there. So, anyway, here we are. So, this requires some prep work before you can do it. You need to purchase from the marketplace 30 of the access bypass items. The price on them varies, but you need 30 of them. Now you can only keep one in your salvage at a time. The rest, though, store it in your email box. That's perfectly fine. You can do that. In fact, that's what you ought to be doing, because you can't access the market here in PvP. So you need 30 of them. 20 of them go to your drone account's character, to their email box. The other 10 you keep for yourself on your badge hunter. Your drone will also require 20 awakens, just standard awakens. That's all they need. Make sure that all their powers are switched off too for quicker defeats. Then, once you get into Warburg, you need to get 2 of the technicians and take them to get the piece of the code from them to launch the rocket. Then park the drone here at one of the launch consoles right here. Now, I've already cleared the area of arachnoids, and as long as that tech stays there undisturbed and isn't taken away, arachnoids are not supposed to respawn, so the coast should be quite sufficiently clear. So, here's how it works. I've already got 2 pieces of code on the drone. We already took 2 techs there, dragged them across the map. That was all done off camera for the fact that it is just really monotonous dragging those technicians across this map. But with this method, you only got to do it with 2 technicians. The rest is up to the access bypass items. So, now here's what we do. He's got 2 pieces of the code. He now takes an access bypass from email. Now he can click and get the launch code. And now he's all shiny glowy, indicating that he's ready to go to the master console to launch the rocket. So now, and he's got 5 minutes to get to the console to launch it, so all's well. Okay. Now he's not glowing, but he's been reduced to 2 pieces of the code, so he still has 2 code pieces despite the fact he just got beaten. But I just got 1 piece of the code from him, but he still has 2. He now revives, takes an access bypass from the email. Once again, you can only have 1 in your salvage on your character at a time. Again, the rest must be stored in your email. He's all sparkly glowy again. That's great. And down he shall go. Now I have 2 code. Now, we'll revive him and leave him here. He'll be fine. He'll be just fine. So now I get to go launch the rocket. One moment. Okay, I just claimed an access bypass from my email. So now I have 2 pieces of code. The drone still has 2 pieces of code. But with 2 code and access bypass, now I get the master launch code. And now I get to go launch a rocket. Sadly, the new accolade they installed in the game here on Homecoming called Mark and Recall does not function in PvP zones, so it can't help with us at all. Which is a shame, because I would like to mark the spot where I just left, go launch the rocket, then just jump right back there. But that's alright. Even if it was working, it would have a 10-minute recharge, so yeah. May not be as useful as I would like for this, but hey, every little bit helps. See my other videos that are uploaded on the channel for Mark and Recall and all the benefits you can get from that. Anyway, here's the master control console. There's the rocket. And there goes the rocket. I now have the nuclear missile. And there's 2 other missiles to get, so one moment. Okay, so I just got back here, navigated the tunnels. The tech is still there, waiting to be dragged away, and look at that. No arachnoids have respawned. Darn. How tragic for them. So I'm going to go ahead and claim another access bypass now. So I'm ready. And once again, the drone takes an access bypass. And now he once again sparkles and glows. And once again, he's left with 2 pieces of code. And so he'll take another access bypass. He'll awake. He taps the console again while reviving. He's now glowing. He's now decked. And he is still left with 2 pieces of code to my 2. And I have an access bypass ready now. Let's go get the chemical warhead. The launch control for which is, I believe, over here. And, ooh, it's guarded a bit. Oh, well. If it was easy, anyone could do it. With these guys, you really gotta be careful for their toxicity. Perfect. Now they won't interfere. Let's go ahead and secure the code for this temp power, the chemical warhead. Okay. 5 minutes to reach the master control console. No problemo. And obviously you want to be on the lookout for other players coming in here to interfere, but everything should be okay. This is occurring in the very wee hours of the morning. Okay, controls clicked. And there goes the rocket. That's the... Oh, my mistake. That was the biological mutagen rocket. That's okay. We'll make sure to get the chemical warhead next. I know where those controls are. The biological mutagen rocket's one you want to drop on yourself and your teammates because it's actually a buff for you. The other 2, drop them on the enemy. Okay. And drone again with access bypass in hand and 2 pieces of code. Down he goes. Claims another bypass and hits the controls as he revives. And he's out. Again, he's still left with 2 pieces of code. Now I've got 2. Now let's go ahead and find that other control console. There it is, and it's relatively safe, so I should be able to get it with minimal trouble, I hope. Okay, I revised that statement. I might have a small problem. Called it. Okay, well, if they want to slug it out, let's slug it out. Ooh, a super arachnoid. Should I be nervous now? Guess not. Okay, master control codes are achieved. And this is the fastest way out to the surface from that location. There we go. And he's out. There we go. Okay, that's all 3 of the rockets. But to get the shiny badge for launching the rocket, you gotta launch it a total of 10 times. So I get to go through this process 7 more times. Okay. So again, I've got all 3 of the rockets. One use for each one, of course. These were great back in the day when base arrays were an option. They have some use in some other instances of the game, but not many. Although a little tip, when you're in the labyrinth and you're fighting the Minotaur in his arena area, when he summons all the gladiators to help him out, that's not a bad time to drop a Warburg nuke. It may not wipe out the gladiators, but it will definitely soften them up. Okay. In any event, though, that's gonna be, you don't need to really see all the other 7 launches. So that's gonna be a cut, a print, and a wrap for this. We'll see you on the next one, and hey, don't forget, every once in a while, turn your computer off, go outside and play. Have fun.